Hey guys, AlexNorimaki here, and it's time for another installment of Soundtrack Saturday. Donkey Kong Country Diddy's Kong Quest is the second installment in the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy on the Super Nintendo. I'd also go so far as to argue that out of the three games, DKC2 has the best soundtrack. Don't believe me?
You're gonna learn today.
Okay, so let's start this list off with a banger. Primal Rave plays during deep jungle levels, which are only found in the Lost World. Because of this distinction, it immediately becomes clear that Diddy and Dixie ain't in Kansas no more. Whereas all the levels in the not Lost World are relatively fun or calm, Primal Rave sounds like you just time traveled to the time of dinosaurs. That tracks, considering it's a lost world guarded by a jacked, club-happy Kremling who's clearly suffering from intense roid rage. Crocodile Cacaphony is the final boss music and the final boss music, if that makes sense. After having navigated your way through all of Crocodile Isle, you make it up to King K. Rool's flying ship, the Frying Croc. Except it's not King K. Rool who's aiming a musket at your head, it's Captain K. Rool, the evil pirate Kremling King. And how do you know he's evil? The music starts out with an eerie intro that screams, "You've made it, but this won't be easy," before breaking out into battle music. Also, Captain K. Rool prefers to shoot you instead of actually fight you like a thug. And the song is climactic, which is fitting, seeing as it plays both times you throw hands with the Kremling leader. Whereas in Donkey Kong Country, the ice levels consist of you running through blizzards and trying your hardest to complete damn near impossible platforming stunts, Donkey Kong Country 2's ice levels are rather relaxed. There are enemies to deal with, but the music makes it seem like you're taking a leisurely stroll through a beautiful, awe-inspiring glacier. And the song also adds ambiance to the levels through just enough echo to let you know that the levels are huge and cavernous, which should have been immediately obvious because there's no ceiling in these for some reason. Ooh, Haunted Chase. Haunted Chase only plays once, during a haunted hall in Gloomy Gulch. The minute the music starts up, you already feel like something is extremely wrong with this level. You've never heard music this panicked before this point, and the levels build a lot of suspense by not immediately revealing the reason for such an alarming tune. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Cackle, a giant ghost pirate Kremling who chases you along a haunted roller coaster while a timer counts down. Let the timer run out before reaching a safety checkpoint, and Cackle turns corporeal and murks you in an instant. So, you've got chase music doubling as time anxiety fuel. That's cool. Oh, and add to that a ghost who's toying with you for fun and can kill you whenever he wants. Yikes. Yes, Stickerbush Symphony. A slow, tranquil piece that's a mix of synth, pianos, and horns. It's also a big fat freaking lie. It ironically plays during some of the hardest levels in the game, and not one of those bramble levels is easy to get through. In addition to the plethora of enemies these levels throw at you, the bramble thorns are an ever-present danger that spell doom with one touch. And that makes the music the antithesis of everything the bramble levels stand for. I like to think the developers did this to keep you from snapping your controller in half. Didn't work for me though. I hate these levels. Oh look! More suspiciously peaceful music. Okay, at this point, I'm not entirely sure what the developers were smoking when they were making this soundtrack, but much like Stickerbush Symphony, the gloomy forest levels are not easy. Particularly Gusty Glade. Running through a creepy forest? Totally doable. You can't scare me. Running through a creepy forest while Savage Wind tries its best to purposely bow me into a bottomless pit? Annoyingly difficult. All that, with soothing music playing, trying to sound like the level should be easy, making fun of me, making me feel less than I actually am? Infuriating. Ooh, Disco Train. The roller coaster levels are actually super fun. The feeling of being at a carnival is amplified times 10 by the music. As the name suggests, Disco Train does have a beat you could absolutely get down to. Notes rise and fall like the hills of the roller coaster, sometimes directly coinciding with you ascending and descending those hills. Plus, unlike Stickerbush Symphony and Forest Interlude, Disco Train isn't lying to you. These levels aren't constantly threatening you with death. They really feel like a break from the danger. Oh, and Rickety Race is also just like the funnest roller coaster race ever, seriously. As great of a soundtrack as this one is, it doesn't have a lot of tracks that are designed to fit the ambiance of the levels in which they're used. However, Bayou Boogie does just that. True to its name, the song is used for the swamp levels. It includes the sounds of bubbles popping, as in the nasty "I wouldn't put my foot in their swamp," and the croaking of tiny frogs, which I'm assuming get eaten by the Kremlings. Like, what do they eat? I know they don't be eating those bananas. Like, I know they just steal those for fun. Oh, and I don't know about anybody else, but I can't hear this song without thinking about those godforsaken cat o' nine tails. Snakey Chantey. This song may be my favorite on the entire soundtrack for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's a remix of Gangplank Galleon, the final boss theme from the first Donkey Kong Country, and I'm a sucker for a well-done remix. This definitely is a well-done remix. It starts out almost the same as the original song, a little sped up though, but it soon breaks out into a live band rendition that's way more upbeat. It's used twice, but I associate it with Rattle Battle, a fun ship deck level you get to play as Rattly the Snake and rain hell on a whole bunch of unsuspecting pirate Kremlings. So satisfying. Mining Melancholy is a very unique theme, in that it's comprised primarily of the sounds of what I assume are mining axes banging against the walls of the levels. The song's upbeat. It lets you know that it's a very active mine, which is also evident by all the bloodthirsty crows and those hook-throwing weirdos you encounter in there. I don't actually know their name. In fact, the hook-throwing weirdos used to harass me so much that they're now all I can think of when I listen to this song. Seriously, look how ugly they are. That's it for the best songs from the DKC2 OST. So what'd you think? Let me know down in the comments which song is your favorite from this highly entertaining game. Or if I didn't include your favorite, let me know what that is too. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, shoot that subscribe button with your Freakly Kremlin musket. I'll see you guys next week for another Soundtrack Saturday, and during the week for more gaming foolishness. And until next time, you guys, peace.